Today, Precarious plays
Lost Kingdoms 2.
One of my favorite things about the cards and the monsters that you fight is the naming of things.
Yeah.
And how, like, the traditional names don't line up with my general expectations of what they should be. And I like it. So, like the wizard we were talking about earlier.
Ooh.
When you say wizard, I usually think, probably robes, probably books or wand, hat, most of the time, usually pointy. A wizard, like the kind that they have in the books, with the kids' books, and sometimes the robes like have stars and symbols on them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
how
wizard.
This is a treant.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Exactly. And I think that looks extremely like a Trent, but it was not my mental picture of a Trent. Like...
No, Trent's a guy. This is a treant.
Treant.
I'm pretty confident.
Well, so, wizard, guy with robe, hat, not green goblin-y figure sitting on golden ball, levitating and increasing everybody's attack power.
Mm-hmm.
That's not... And I love it for that, because at a certain point, when you hoover up all the media like I do, you're like, okay, a wizard, yeah, it's gonna look like that.
It's probably gonna cast a fire spell or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, and then whenever you get a surprise that ends up being a good and interesting surprise, it's wonderful. It's what makes me live.
Although it is interesting. Oh.
Like that's probably called house cat.
Whoa.
Or...
No, this is something... I think this was in the first game, but I'm not sure if you fought them. I think that it might have just been an attack you had. I think it might be some kind of behemoth.
Mm-hmm.
That laser gun is...
hurting the castle.
Bet much. No, I'm trying to see if it... Does that do anything? Did it do anything?
Mm-hmm.
Can you ram this?
Oh!
Nope.
That did something.
Funny, it doesn't actually do that much damage.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
But it's also really annoying.
I'm trying to think of like what this might be. I mean, I would think that maybe it would be called something like a Taurus or a Nightmare or a Chimera. It could just be Chimera A through X or whatever. But all of the designs of creatures, even most of the dragons, are unexpected. Like especially this purple dragon guy.
Yeah, kind of like how the amber dragon is just a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's so cool, and I love it. I love this unexpected stuff because
I think it's interesting when they play them straight, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the vampire is just barely a pellet swap Dracula.
I'll have to look at him.
Version of Dracula.
I'll have to look at him next time because I don't know if he. Man, I can't believe you can't bust through that wall.
But you can. I just don't know how to do it. See? Because it's...
Yeah, do you have an explosive? I mean, if the laser wouldn't do it.
If the laser and rock golem didn't do it, I'll have to look it up online, or...
What's the lever for?
Oh, it turns the shield off. It could be a key item thing.
Maybe.
Is there anything that explicitly explodes?
Or has a hammer?
Well, rock golem, or stone golem has been my hammer thus far.
The god of destruction has destruction in its name, and you used it to get in.
That's true. It did blow open the door.
And you did take it out of your deck, so that's probably the answer.
Nope. This is the solution.
Yep. You gotta put on a suit and then. Oh, hi. And then march through the building.
Okay. Oh, slow down.
We get it. You want to play?
Down, boy. No. Ah. I got one of you too. There. Oh, wow, that hurt pretty badly. And I'm paralyzed. Nope. Here's the end for me. This might be actual game over.
Really...
Earthbreaker, sure.
Yeah, well, I have to say this dragon is very much what I think of.
Uh-oh. Hold on, I just need to turn around and hit it with enough of these. Okay.
Can you make it? Oh, man.
Woo.
Wow.
Good job, team.
That was a perilous moment.
Oh.
My head hurts. That gave me a little tension headache. A
Yeah.
tiny tension headache. Ow.
Well, things
Owie,
unfolded really quickly.
Well, as I was trying to say, on the field, we had 2 cards that were a lot what I was describing. Like, what is this thing called?
A rebus?
Yeah. Okay, I'm not really sure what a rebus is normally in mythology, but the red dragon that you had seemed really like it was played really straight, like the Dracula that you were describing.
Yeah, well, the vampire that was highly reminiscent of Dracula. I did not mean to do that thing where like people use a proper noun to refer to a species of mythological creature.
Right.
Like I think you called Gorgons Medusa before earlier in the series.
Yeah, when Medusa is a Gorgon, but Gorgons are not Medusa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all... Well, I shouldn't say all. Most creatures named Medusa are probably a Gorgon, but it does not necessarily go the other direction.
Okay.
I didn't give you shit about it then, but I am now.
Okay. So, back to the Draculas. No, I'm sorry. The vampire card and the dragon card.
Yes.
But then the wizard card, but then Tiger Mage was on the field?
It's funny, I think the Tiger Mage might actually be, what's it called? Is it supposed to be a Rakshasha?
I'm not sure.
It's something I'm familiar with from D&D.
It looked like a tiger that was a mage that had a puppet on its back.
Yeah, I did have one of those, didn't I?
That's what it looks like, and I think that you are meant to think that the mage is riding the tiger, but the tiger's the mage for sure. And I don't know what's the deal with the floppy humanoid on its back. I don't know if it's like a vestigial growth to confuse humans or to make sure that it can get listened to in meetings.
I like to imagine that it's the tiger's focus.
The tiger's focus, yeah. He just carries around a doll on his back.
And cast spells through it. I think. Do I have any juice left in it? Yeah.
Roar. Like, doesn't it look like that? The tiger's definitely in charge.
Actually, it says here that it is a great wizard and a tiger. I wonder if they mean that literally.
Oh, they probably do.
I'll have to look at it more closely because I was under the impression that that was just like a little scarecrow on top.
I mean, that's what it looks like to me. He does flop around a lot.
I just have a sphinx now.
That's cool. And when I think of Sphinx, this is not the image that comes up in my mind, and yet it is somehow perfectly appropriate. I love it.
This is something that I think is very peculiar. So this game has a number of really expensive high-level weapon type cards.
Yeah.
I think that I have a green one as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, like, this is one of the most powerful cards in existence.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look that impressive. I think it might have an instant death attack, like the death card.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very peculiar because it feels like the design space of the summons and the weapon cards, they widened the gap by giving summons 2 moves to choose from, and they closed it again by including these really powerful, expensive weapon cards.
Yeah.
Better try and use it.